Kitty boys, Gilly back with another vlog. I know it's been a minute, but today we've got some interesting shit going on. So today is going to be a little photo shoot day. I'm going to run you guys through how I plan these shoots and what goes into it, because before there was little organization that went into them, and a lot goes wrong in photo shoots if you're not organized. So we've got a jam-packed day. Now today I'm planning the fits with the items we have. I've planned 90% of them, but there's still 3 that I have not planned fits for. So I'm going to run you guys through the process of that. Oh, fucking hell, I need some cardio, bro. Then we're going to move over to the computer. I'm going to show you the program I use to lay out all the organization. It's a gem. It's free. It's very valuable. So we're going to do that in just a second. Then we're going to go out. I'll run you guys through the camera settings, what cameras we're using, absolutely everything on this channel. We're not hiding anything. So let's plan some fits. So over here, amongst all the fucking clothes, we have more clothes, and this is what we're dropping. I'll talk about these in more detail sometime in this video, but go over a few now. So one of my personal favorites, we got this Battler tee in blue here. We've done a lot of updated sizing. It's got a far more aesthetic crop to them. Every single piece has that crop. We got more shit like this. We got the stud tee in the green here, again with that cropping. You can see there the length on it. This is a medium. It's so much nicer. We got a few gym tees. I'm gonna go over these a little bit later. Now, the first item I have not picked out a fit for is this shirt here. I don't know if we've come up with a name for this yet. It's similar to the Supreme Margiela collab with the wash on the stitching and the arms, again with that cropped look. So this is going to be interesting to style. So with this, fellas, my goal, I like to style these. I know it's a bit of a sin if you have a brand is style a piece with like another brand. Until we develop the catalog of items super deeply and cover all bases, I just like styling it with other brands. Boots, you know, we don't make fucking boots. So let's come up with a fit. This is the hard part. I've got all these clothes and it's always a wardrobe dilemma, whether I'm trying to style something or, you know, just come up with a fit on a night out. It's always a nightmare. Dude, is it fucking heating in this bitch? Am I tweaking? Oh my God, no, I feel it, bro. Holy fuck, right, heating just decided to come on. Fucking stand up, motherfucker. Me and the cameraman are sort of gonna have a little back and forth here and debate what we style with this. I'll bust out the new rigs. See, the thing here, guys, you can tell by all the drip, I really have a pretty crazy style. A lot of our buyers are not gonna rock Rick with our brand, so I have to kind of restrain myself to an extent with not putting like runway pieces with these shirts, because it kind of scares some people off. So the Ricks, I just got these in a recent haul. It's gonna be a no from me. Unfortunately, I do want to do it, but it's a no. It's a little bit too crazy. Oh, hang on, this could be it here. I think that's it, because I was gonna go House of Errors on them with these denim because it's kind of like a similar gray, but if we're honest, these pants are so crazy, no one's going to be looking at this shirt. They're going to be looking at the pants, so it's a little bit too nuts. And then I was thinking possible no faith here with these, but again, a little bit too crazy and not the shades that you want to mix. Up here, we've got some belts. Now, for the flat lays, I always like adding some cool shit into it. We got some options here. This is my cope with buying really expensive accessories, is because I technically use them in product photos. So I think for this promo here, we're going to be doing like just these 2, but like take the buckle as well, so we can swap them out onto this black one every time. This blue one is just, I spent a lot of money on it and I kind of want to use it. These just don't really complement any of the colors we're dropping. So for like these belts here, I've got options, but I just think they're too crazy. So we're just going to keep it to the, I know I said crazy and we're going with a fucking rainbow colored one. I think that's the move. And then, okay, before I put this one on, fellas, get out of here, man. We got the shoes. Now for the shoes, a lot of my pants are extremely baggy, so we're kind of limited to boots. I know a lot of you don't rock boots, but I don't give a fuck. One of the ones we're doing, I'm gonna go Venoms, I'm gonna go Stompers, Rick Dunks for some brownie points, and then Strikes as well. All right, let's go over to the computer. I'm gonna run you guys through the process of planning. Alrighty boys, this is not sponsored, so we're using a program called Figma. It's completely free if you just use 3 pages. Honestly, you could probably just finesse making new Gmails and getting it for free every time. But this is what I use for planning the outfits and other things around that, concepts, ideas. So it's a giant like board here. Now I'm still a complete rookie at this. You guys could probably do it a whole lot better than me. So here we've got all the items dropping with notes next to it, sort of like a checklist, because often we drop so many colorways, SKUs, different styles on some of the drops. This is a smaller drop. We need to remember to give every item a chance. When I had less people on the team and the first drop, when we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, a lot of the times some of the pieces barely even got filmed and shown on Instagram, and even the Shopify, some of them barely had images because there was just so many, it was impossible. So this way we can make sure every single color gets attention and it gets its chance to be shown to people. So we got notes, a checklist. Next to it, we just got key features and notes. So like on the tri-tee, it's got this crazy tight stitch across the chest. You want to show that off in the close-ups. Then next to it, this is probably the more important part. We have like how I'm going to style it. So the pants I've got on now, we're going to put with this tee. Really basic stuff like what shoes to put, what camera angle. Up here we've got the shorts we're dropping. So just with the belt, with the hoodie I want to do, model shots like an angle. You can go really in depth with this. This is just stuff that I need to remember, like how to position the model, what shoes to wear, how to have the pants sitting. Because when you're not in a controlled environment where there's like air conditioning, there's shit going on, I get distracted easily. So this just keeps me on point. Here's the next one. So the studded tee, I've got a full body shot here. I'm going to put it with the black chrome belt. I've only just really started drafting this up. Sag the pants, then Balenci boots on bottom with the Balenci denim as well. Then the Berlin tee. It's quite a loud tee, so just going to do some black Ricks on the bottom with the Rick dunks. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, we're going to pack up all the gear, try to remember everything. Let's go. So we're doing the product photos at not the local park, but a skate park. Oh, so we got this little backdrop here. But it's a bit of a switch up from the studio shots we did on the last drop. Studio shots are amazing, but it costs a fortune to do a photo shoot, so you got to be super organized. It just has no personality. Everyone's doing studio shots these days, so we're going to try this out. I was thinking this would be a little bit too loud, but I think it complements the fits very well. I'm rocking the oversized essential tee, so it's fucking massive. You can see at the top, it's got the little rounded arms, so this is going to be more of a gym tee, but we're still doing the product shots here. This is if you're doing leg day, but again, we're going to do a gym shoot next week, so stay tuned for that. Then I've just got some fucking random pants on and these boots. This shirt's fucking heavyweight, hence why it's the essential tee. I'm gonna show a cameraman off here because this is probably the best fit of the day, if I don't say so myself. So up the top, we've got just the regular essential tee. So this isn't the oversized one. This has got the updated cropped boxy fit. You can see there with the round arms. Just a regular fit, so you don't got to worry too much about the sizing. Then we've got the Tokyo denim pants. So it's got the double knee on the front there with minor distressing, not too much. Heard some of the feedback. You guys aren't really into heavy distressing like the Balenci stuff. You can see there the length on them. These are just perfect in this cream colorway. And then what have you got on wrist there? We got the Patek Easily in the blue. I'm rocking the baby blue. You can see the details on these. Updated length. What's the belt? What have you got on hip? Oh, big boy. Then the third look, we've got the Battler shirt in blue up top there. These ERD tailored shorts that I got in a recent haul, and with the Balencis down the bottom there. This is a classy fit right here. So you can see here, the cropping on this is that updated boxy look. It's just perfect. Doesn't need too much thought when sizing. A lot of the other stuff is it'd probably go down to here, but this is the updated sizing, guys, and it's got like the little denim wash on the collar there. Pretty wide shoulder, so it just drops off the shoulder. And I mean, this blue colorway, there isn't a whole lot of stock for this blue one. It is my favorite out of the two colorways. I mean, look at that. Get the collar up the top there. This is one I've been rocking daily. You got the buttons at the top. There you go. I can't even get that around my fucking Apple, bro. Look at that. So this is for when you're in the situation room discussing about opening the straights. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorites. Easy one of my, probably is the favorite, honestly. It's hot as fuck today, boys, and we don't have enough socks for the group, so we're currently sharing socks, and I've gone raw feet in the Balencis. I'm absorbing microplastics directly to the heart here. Like my feet, I'm not putting back in. Dude.
What's the other option?
This motherfucker needs to up his sock game, bro. That's the other option. So these are the Detroit denims. This is very different from the stuff we've dropped previously. Again, these have the updated length. You'll see them on body in the B-roll. It's just got this beautiful fade of like a sandy color into the denim at the top here, and the custom rivets at the top. A decently slim waist as well, but still maintain that length. I've been big on, I've seen a lot of the feedback, guys. A lot of you said the pants we were dropping were just a little bit too short for your liking, and I've seen in especially the recent few months, it seems people are just wearing longer and longer shorts, so this is how I'm answering that. So the back of them here, got the belt loops at the top, pockets at the back. Again, it's more of a sandy color than it does have that denim. If you guys want to see more denims, let me know. If you guys like these, I will drop more. We have been working on a longer version as well. but I'm still not happy with how they're turning out. So we're gonna save them for a later date. So here they are. There's the front of them there, spinning them around. Honestly, I've tried to make these as universal as possible. So if you don't have many belts on offer, you can still rock them without them just dropping off your waist, unless you were like an absolute twink. I've tested it on a few body types and it seems to be sitting well. So you can see there, it goes down past my knees. And now all the sizes should have minimal alterations to the bottom as well, because on a lot of our previous shorts, the smaller the size would go, the length would come up quite a bit. So on this, I've tried to keep it the same length no matter what the size is, but obviously the waist will change. Up top here, one of my favorite shirts, we have the stud tee. So you got the studs at the top here in this pine green colorway. It's got this most ever so slight fading to it. It's not like a sun fade or an acid wash. It's just kind of like a matte fade. There it is there, spinning around to the back. Now we were torn on this one when I first got the sample in, because the studs sit on your neck. You might be thinking it's gonna feel cold on my neck. I can assure you, after you've had this on for more than 10 minutes, you forget these studs are even there. I wear tested this for probably a month straight, making sure that it wasn't annoying. At the start I thought it was, but as you rock it, it's nowhere near as annoying as you would think it is. Yeah, there's the arms there. There's a bunch of colorways for this one, again with that upgraded fitment of it. And I'm just rocking these with basic denim here, the sun faded ones with the stomper boots. But this shirt's versatile. I mean, you can rock it with absolutely anything. Again, maintaining the quality, the heavyweightness, could call it. Righty boys, this one is the tri tee. This one accentuates your triceps, the upper body. You can see there, it's got the ribbing along the top. So this one is going to be the gym shirt. You guys are going to see a lot more of this one next week. Very tight arms, just sitting across there. I'm rocking a size medium for reference. I'm a 6'3". This is the slate grey. There's a couple colorways. There's a black and a white. You can see the back of it there. This, I am not just saying this, boys. I'm not an activewear wearer. For us dropping gym related activewear stuff, I would not even call this activewear. It's designed to wear anywhere without looking like you're wearing, you know, Gymshark stuff is only for the gym. This is for everywhere. If you want that tight look, go true to size, if not size down if you want to accentuate the tris like it's supposed to, if you want that tight arm there. But anyone in the gym, whether you're just starting out, it still accentuates your chest. Not only that, it doesn't feel like activewear. It's not that shitty microplasticky feel. This is cotton, still breathable, doesn't blow the bank either, and still keeps that quality. Sorry fellas, I'm running out of breath here. It is fucking hot. This one is designed for the days you're in the gym, hitting upper body, and you want to look as big as possible. I've only been in the gym about a year, just over a year, and you can see here, not to fucking boast, and my armpit hair's hanging out the bottom, so shave that shit, boys. This is a sleeper out of the collection. I don't know if I'm going to keep making gym related stuff or activewear stuff. It's a kind of a test to see if you guys want it, so we will see. This one will be the cheapest item out of the collection. Let me hit the pipe in the stompers, boy. B. Fuck. Jesus Christ, there's so many bees there. Alright, right. Do you see the Niche Cafe over there?
Yeah.
Niche. Stairs.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. Let's move this stuff.
Yes. Do you want to put it in the car now, or?
Which stairs and then we'll go to car?
Yeah, not that close. It's like all the way, last car bay through that gap there.
We'll go steps and then we'll go
on the way through. Yeah. I need to get some water. Oh, wow. I'm liking it.
It's too much of a jam once school goes out.
I don't think kids scooter. They're just on e-scooters now, bro. It's changed.
Oh, that means sick tricks to me. That means high.
What do you reckon? Maybe if you can somehow get like an angle that's not got the railing, that might be very tricky. Stagger people on the staircase. That could be cool.
Yeah.
You've got that corner too.
Yeah, we tried over there a little too
dark. Yeah.
Too he's too strong.
Yeah, actually. I mean, you could even go like person like there, you here, you know, railing stuff.
Actually, that's not bad. Isaac, let's get you other.
I reckon let's get Nate with the bag as well in it too. Whoa, that was dodgy, man. Those boots. Location 2. So we've got the best fits on for this location and throughout the rest of the spots. We're next to a highway, boys. The audio's probably absolute gunner. It's just like birds in the highway. It's not ideal for the audio. But again, we've got the EID tailored, Balenci's on bottom, Battler up top in the blue there. The blue again.
Yeah, we've got a bird flying along.
Go bag for the first bit and then you can go no bag at the end. Alright, so this is look number 2. We got the Tokyos on bottom, bricks. Then we got the ID up the top with the bag, and the Scully up top.
Yeah, mate, that's perfect. Cameraman.
Look at that.
Right, let's get that bag off.
Grails. How about bag too?
The aura around you right now. Yeah, that's fucking good.
That's the one.
He ascended.
Oh yeah.
He ascended.
My phone gon' blow up, but she knowing it. Say I'm immature, what the fuck am I supposed to? She like nobody else, bitch. Couldn't trust, cast her out the eye, trust. I love how you lied to me, so sweet, so deep. Let's hope, no, I can't see, no, I need a push for, not a fucking she-ho. She a bitch.
Alrighty boys, we're back at the office. So the next step is processing all these images for the shop and for Instagram and various other platforms, ads, all of that. I'm gonna walk you guys step by step on how I go about this, as well as my camera settings, setup, programs I use, whether to use a phone, all of that. I'm gonna talk about some of the updated samples and some recent pickups because you guys are into general fashion. I've got some grails in here, so we'll start with the recent pickups. I've only got a few, but I've got some heavy hitters. You got this ERD jacket right here. You guys can check the whole video out. I go into this in detail. This cost me an absolute bag. Look at the details on that. Look at that buckle. This is heavy. I'd probably tuck this shirt, I reckon, but yeah, here it is on body. I'm loving it. It's a little bit tight around my neck. I've been training traps a little bit too much and it's tight as hell. Might need to get it tailored towards the top. This is probably my best recent pickup. This is a sleeper too. This little hat here. I'm in need of accessories for shoots and this is just gonna slot right into it. We got the Yoji New Era cap. You can even flip this up and down. Oh, this is heat, boys. This is fucking heat. Oh, it's a bit hot for this jacket though. Let's get it off. You can see here with the cropping, got the belt showing just perfectly. We got the raw denims on body with the strike boot. It's the most generic fit, but I just threw this on for this little part. Alrighty boys, on this table is the gear I primarily use. We've got the Sony A7 Mark IV. Now this is completely overkill. I've had this for probably about 3 years. It's what I used to shoot all my Instagram videos with. So if you've seen a video with me on TikTok or Instagram, high chance, 100% chance it was filmed on this. I never film on phone anymore. I filmed on this lens, which I'll speak about in a second, but this is the 24 to 70 millimeter lens. This is also what we use for the images. It gives for like a nice full body fit pic type look. It's a G Master, so it's pretty expensive. If you're going for full body shots in images, this is what you want to use. Also for short form, it looks good because it's a wide angle lens. There's a lot of cropping with short form. I used to use the G Master 35mm 1.4. This one here is extremely zoomed in, especially when you're filming in 4K. It'll have a massive sensor crop. It has one of the best blurs on a Sony camera lens, in my opinion. This is what I used to film all my TikToks on, but it's way too zoomed in. People could damn near see, if I open my mouth too wide, the inside of my neck. Bit too zoomed in. This is good for when doing detailed product shots, but this is probably... fucking hell. But this is probably my new all-round kit here. You camera guys can let me know what camera should I get next. What's the upgrade from this? I'm looking at FX5s, I'm looking at FX3s, but I low-key need a 5X my money before I even think about that. This one is more than fine, but it's extremely overkilled. Now for the videos, this one here is filmed on the Panasonic GH6. This is only my YouTube like vlog camera, extremely wide angle. The lens on it is the 25 to 35mm 2.8. Correction, 12 to 35mm. Very wide, but it's only for YouTube, just for the behind the scenes. This was a new addition. Again, so overkill. Do you need any of this? No. There's guys running clothing brands just using a phone. When you're starting out, the phone, it's what I started out on when I first started posting videos. Even YouTube videos probably 10 years ago was just the iPhone. I'll link my iPhone settings somewhere in the description. I'm not going to go over every single one, but if done right, the phone is all you need. There's a high chance if you've never used a camera before and you decide to upgrade to a camera, it takes a lot of adjusting. There's a 99% chance the photos you come up with are gonna look worse than the phone. Talking the new phones are all around just a lot more user friendly for all the stuff you're gonna use, for all the places you're gonna post your clothing brand. Phone is made for the platforms, it's phone native. Honestly, on short form, from the stuff I've seen, especially with images, fit pics, iPhone images always perform better. The really polished stuff with like all this gear. Looks a lot better on YouTube. It performs better on YouTube. I'd say up until recent years, the phone was king, even in videos, but Instagram's favoring quality now. So if you've got a camera and using edits, I won't go into that, but they actually are favoring like 4K footage. But for photos, especially for all your shoots, when you're starting out, do not buy a camera. It took me, after getting this camera, multiple years to actually get a good looking video and image. In the recent photo shoots, I don't even handle the photos. One of the chuds at the office went to camera school, so he takes care of that. I don't have to worry about it. I just worry about the fits, and that's what I should be doing because I don't have the camera know about start to finish. Let's go over some pieces from the drop. I'm going to talk about things I changed. If you guys cop shirts from any of the older drops, you guys would have noticed a lot of them fit oversized. Back then, that's how I liked my shirts to fit, but in recent months, I've been going for the more cropped look. Now, I spoke about it before. We're not going for the overly cropped look at all. That's just, it's too far in my opinion. But I'll give you an example to one of these shirts. These are both mediums. This is one of just the best examples I could find. This is our one. This is the Supreme shirt. Now, I'll put this one on now. You can see for reference how much longer this is. So keep in mind, this is a medium and you can see how long this is. This needs mega tailoring. It's just not the most flattering look. I'm a chud, but it makes me look like a top tier chart. Honestly, it's just not flattering. Let's get the collared one on now. Here's the collared one on body. These pants are very sagged, so if you wore pants normally, like a normal person, you know, it just sits a lot better. It's a lot more flattering, but again, it's not too overly cropped. We don't want to see guts. This is the updated shirt look. This is a medium for reference. I'm 6'3". I would say, boys, if you want this look, just go medium to small. There's no point sizing up unless you like that oversized look. Here we've got the Berlin tee. I mean, look at the colors on this. If you guys remember our slasher set we dropped, it has that similar look at the bottom there with the flipped stitching. Again, this one is a large, so this one's a lot bigger. I'm gonna put this one on now. So here is the large on me. It's just a little bit longer than the mediums. I would usually rock a medium in this. There's a few other colorways as well, but I just think the red absolutely pops. So soft on body. If this was a large in our old shirts, it would be down here. So I just think this addition to the shirts it's perfect. Now, for you fellas into the oversized shirts, this is the oversized essential tee. So I'm gonna chuck this one on now because it's just a black shirt. It's pretty hard to gauge, you know, what you're looking at. So this one here, you can see huge on me. Would I rock with these denim? Absolutely not, but you guys get the gist. So the difference with this one is the single stitched curved silhouette. I'll just say it in those terms. So this is designed just sort of sits off the shoulder, extremely oversized, very heavyweight. I would rock this in the gym, probably a few sizes smaller, but I wanted to show it off. For the big fellas that will struggle to fit like very tight shirts like this, you know, if I keep bulking up, I'm gonna be in that boat. This is the shirt for you. Just sits over you, you know, drops completely off the shoulder there and just has a clean look. You know, you can rock this anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the gym. It's immaculate. All right, so once again, we've got the Tokyos on body. I'd say out of all the pieces, the pants are the biggest change we've made. So I'm gonna go over all of them in just a second. We can see here how they sit well below the knee. That was one of the biggest criticisms with our original pants, was they were too short. So we're gonna do some comparisons in a second, but I think just like the shirts, you want them to fit below the knee. It's just a lot more aesthetic. The criticism was extremely valid. I take all of it on board, apart from the guy that ordered the slasher set and wondered why there was rips in it. Other than that guy, the criticism that's valid, I take on board because I love clothes. I understand what you're saying. I don't just blindly go, nah, fuck this guy. I answer it with a change. So let's compare them. So you can just see these turtle shorts, the blue ones here, were one of our best sellers from the last drop. You can see the length. These are XL, this is a large. So the big thing with this, fellas, this time when you change sizes from like, let's say a medium to an XL in this short specific, there is almost minimal adjustments to the bottom, so you can size down or up depending on your waistline and still maintain that nice length without going to a small and losing like half of it. Again, one of our best sellers. The biggest criticism was these were just a little bit too short here. Material, everything else, of course, it was always on point, but it's just that length. Fully understand. Back in the day when I used to cop shorts like this from Essentials, everyone wanted this short look. But hey, it's a long time since that era, so it's now this look. Here it is. Again, such a size difference. Eventually, we will also come out with the V2 for these, which have this updated size. Expect that very soon, fellas. I've got samples coming for them in some better colorways as well, and some new colorways. But yeah, this is the updated look. I just think it looks a lot better. a lot easier to style. If you got bad knee genetics, this covers you. Your knees are going to be like here for most of you, unless you are very tall. Even with your tall 6'3", these still sit below my knees. All right, so now we're going to go to the computer. I'm going to run you guys through how I go about organizing the images we took. They should be done processing now. Let's go. So the program you're looking at, some of you will be familiar with it. It's Lightroom. Now, if you're a Lightroom enthusiast, you're going to use Lightroom Classic. I'm not one of those chads. I'm a new gen chad. So I use the old version. It's actually, I'll go on it in just a second. It's free on phone, and that's what 90% of you are going to use. So that's why I just use the normal one. You get them in here. I spoke about this in an old vlog. You've got the star ratings down the bottom. When you're processing a absolute monumental amount of photos, it is mandatory you do a star rating to figure out which ones you like. Go through, you select them. Now you got a couple options here. If you want to edit them in Photoshop, which costs money, you're going to move them to Photoshop. But what I recommend you guys do is make sure you have Lightroom Mobile on your phone and they can upload to the cloud. So this way they automatically upload to this little program here. So this is Lightroom Mobile. Again, completely free, and you can go through. I recommend tweaking the colors on phone. Now, why is this? This is because 99% of anyone that sees this content is probably going to be on a phone. Something like 3% of our website traffic is PC users. So for the most part, it's going to be phone users. So that's why I edit on a phone, because that's what other people are using. If they see it on phone, edit on a phone. That's how you get the best color accuracy. And this program here, Lightroom Mobile, is designed for newbies. It's very simple. The computer one can be a little bit more cumbersome, but let's go through. It all comes in here in different folders. Yours will just be imports, so you can go all photos here. When you're doing a monumental amount of photos, it honestly takes multiple people to process, but you want to take more than you need, because to narrow it down, it can be difficult. Especially, so if you don't take enough, it's difficult to narrow down. This is one of the photos from the shoot. This is a raw image. This, again, was taken on a Sony that I spoke about before. Super simple. On phone, you have all these auto tools, so you can just click auto, bang. You can see there, it looks a lot better. This would be manual on computer. It tends to make it very bright usually, but we took this in a bright setting, so it's making it a little bit saturated. You go through and you tweak this individually. Again, you can come across to the auto tab, go across to the little one tab, it'll analyze the image. And this is all you need for phone. You got auto retouch down here. So this guy here has the Filipino genes. There's no blemishes. He's never had a blemish. Me, different story. But if you have a lot of acne, rather than doing it manually on computer, phone, it's just one click and it's done. Especially, guys, when you're uploading to Instagram, crop it to 4x5, so take more zoomed out images than you think, because it's going to have to crop in. 4x5, always use the same 4x5 crop for Shopify. I'll pop up my export settings as well. I think I usually do 2700 alongside, and then a slight sharpen for Instagram, because it will make it a little bit blurry and pixelated sometimes, especially if you're on phone. Similar process. If you took them on phone, you just upload them via phone and then export via phone. I'll have screenshots again of all my detailed export settings. Yeah, the drop's going to be this Friday, so I'll pop the dates up here. If you have any more questions, you can join the Discord. Ask me directly. I respond to absolutely everyone, even the comment section. It's a new channel, so I see every comment. Next video, if you guys want me to, I saw a couple comments in my older video. You guys wanted me to talk about the Shopify. We've made some leaps and bounds in the Shopify department, so if you want to see me go over that in the next video, let me know. I love each and every single one of you. Drop a like, drop a sub. See you guys in the next one. Boo.